WWE is screwing with AEW. Roman Reigns removed from his next WWE show. WWE plans considerably altered, and more. I'm Ollie Davis, and this is the WrestleTalk News.
Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Before I get into this video's featured stories, I have to report on a dark day for wrestling history. Because on the 6th of June 2024, one of wrestling's most important archives was lost forever. Hulk Hogan has deleted all of his tweets. After Hogan's Twitter account was hacked, where he told Iggy Azalea he has the real milk, the Hulkster took the dramatic step of deleting all his previous tweets, dating all the way back to August 2010, which means civilization has just lost historic tweets like, "I ran out of toilet paper, brother. Help." That time he remembered his good friend Bam Margera from Jackass, wishing he was still with us, as he sure would love to hang out again, my brother. Love you, miss you, HH, for Bam to reply, "I'm alive, brother, but miss you too." And of course, good night, Hulkamaniacs and jabroni marks without a life that don't know it a work when you work a work and work yourself into a shoot. Marks. Before you go to bed tonight, tweet out that last message. In memoriam. I wish someone would delete all of Tony Khan's tweets. The AEW president went on one of his bizarre Twitter runs late last night, posting messages like, "I book wrestling for the sickos, because that's what I am and that's who I care about. Wake up the bots and tell them that we're having fun over here in AEW. And also, wrestling is a high-stakes, cutthroat business." That last one was about the Mercedes Moné versus Stephanie Vaquer match at Forbidden Door, although it could also apply to the interpromotional war he's in with WWE. Back in 2021, it was reported that WWE were leaking the Fast Nationals, which is very early TV viewership estimates, not a new high-flying foreign heel faction, to make AEW look bad. At the time, it was for the newly launched Rampage on Friday nights. While the real TV rating wouldn't come in until after the weekend, the lower Fast National numbers would come out the next day. Unless they were good, of course, in which case, the numbers mysteriously never got leaked. And according to Wrestling Observer Radio, WWE are still at it 3 years later. Some media names incorrectly reported earlier this week that the June 1st episode of AEW Collision only drew 122,000 viewers, a drop of 80% on the previous week. But instead of this being the Fast Nationals figure, it was allegedly instead a completely fake number, supplied by WWE. It's a pro wrestling war, and WWE is far more effective at getting news out there and controlling a lot of the media. Collision actually did 378,000 viewers and a 0.11 in the 18 to 49 demographic, which is over 3 times what WWE allegedly leaked, but still a week-on-week decline for the show. That actual TV ratings tell a just as interesting story, though. This week's NXT did its second best viewership of the year, drawing 768,000 viewers with a 0.22 in the 18 to 49 demographic, which is very close to the Wednesday 5th AEW Dynamite total viewership of 790,000, with just 22,000 viewers between them. But like I keep telling my lady partner, it's how I use the 18 to 49 demographic that counts, not the overall size. MJF's advertised TV return seems to have significantly altered the makeup of AEW's audience, raising the 0.25 18 to 49 figure from the previous week to a 0.28, their highest since February, not counting the CM Punk Brawl-In footage, and a bigger gap with NXT's 0.22 than the overall viewership would have you believe. MJF is a smart guy, taking a tweet out of Hulk Hogan and Triple H's books where you time your return for TV the week after strong sports competition has finished, therefore making everyone think you're the draw rather than the football or NBA seasons being over. But the war between AEW and WWE isn't just in North America. Because of shows like Forbidden Door and Paul Levesque and Nick Khan being way more open to working with other promotions than Vince McMahon ever was, proxy battles are being waged all over the world. Confirming what many had already suspected, Rossi Ogawa has told Sports Graphic Number that WWE's CCO Levesque gave him the confidence to break away from Stardom, which is owned by New Japan and thus aligned with AEW. Triple H told me, "I want to help you with whatever you want to do, whether it's with Stardom or as a solo artist." He gave me the push I needed. Ogawa revealed this happened back in December during an online meeting between the two men, when Rossi was still Stardom's executive producer, who was reportedly blocking the working relationship with AEW. Ogawa would be fired from Stardom because of allegations of talent poaching, which seemed well-founded when he immediately launched a new WWE-assisted all-women's promotion called Marigold, which used the WWE-signed Julia and will reportedly be loaned Io Sky and Kairi Sane later this year. But while WWE is causing splits in Japan, in Mexico, AEW is healing rifts. Kind of. For now. I don't expect it to last long. If you think the WWE versus AEW war is intense, check out CMLL and AAA, who have been in an interpromotional blood feud since Antonio Pena broke away from CMLL and set up AAA in 1992. It's so intense that it was previously claimed that if CMLL wrestlers appeared on an episode of AEW, no other Mexican wrestlers can appear on that show. So it was notable when CMLL wrestlers Esfinge, Mangus, Rigido and Volador Jr. wrestled on Wednesday's Dynamite, which also featured former CMLL and AAA talent Roosh and Rey Fenix. The Wrestling Observer now claims Tony Khan and Rocky Romero, who has relationships with both New Japan and CMLL, have now worked this out, so CMLL and AAA talent can appear on the same show, which is crucial to the interpromotional pay-per-view Forbidden Door. Fightful argues, however, that this has always been the case, citing Commander appearing on the January 31st Dynamite, which also featured CMLL wrestlers. It's just that CMLL talent is not supposed to be booked in angles or matches with AAA talent. Dad joke of the week.
I've been investing in a lot of stocks lately. Beef, chicken, vegetable being the main ones. And who knows, maybe one day I'll become a billionaire.
Dad joke of the week. Roman Reigns hasn't been seen on WWE since he lost to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. In kayfabe, he's instructing Solo Sikoa over the phone to lead the bloodline in his absence. Or is he, in reality, he's shooting a movie? It was speculated Reigns would make his WWE return, hopefully to save Paul Heyman in the build-up to SummerSlam, as he was advertised to appear on the 2nd of August episode of SmackDown, which is the PLE's go-home show. But Roman has now been removed from those advertisements, and it now says, featured superstar information for this event is not yet available, with a banner that instead shows Randy Orton, Bayley, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Cody Rhodes, and LA Knight. But while Roman Reigns has been removed, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa have been added, with both of their profiles now officially listed on WWE's roster page, which hasn't been the case since Tama debuted on the SmackDown after Mania. As for Raw, apparently WWE are changing their plans over who its top star will become, as WrestleVotes have posted. I'm told WWE has considerably altered its creative plans for Bron Breakker. The second-generation superstar has impressed many higher-ups in his short stint on Raw. A source states Breakker is slated to be a major focus heading into the Netflix era. With his age, speed, look, and pedigree, this rare combination of talents isn't to be overlooked, said the source. Perhaps that's why the also called up Dijak hasn't done anything on Raw yet, or because WWE forgot to sign another contract. Fightful is reporting that Dijak's deal is set to expire at the end of this month, but there have been positive preliminary negotiations, but no offer has been officially made yet. Dijak apparently has some leverage, as they add there is extensive interest in him from both in and outside the wrestling world, but it's believed WWE will re-sign him. WWE are also reportedly interested in AEW's Penta El Zero Miedo, as Lucha Libre Online claim his contract is set to expire in either August or September. Remember the days when WWE wasn't good? I kind of miss them, so we rewatched the Raw where WWE lost its mind and made a video out of it. It's out tomorrow, so subscribe and enable notifications to know when it goes live first. Here's a clip.
August 3rd, 2020. A fateful night in history where, on a superficially ordinary episode of WWE Raw, a strange truth was revealed. WWE had lost its mind. For this was no ordinary episode of television. This was a special edition packed to the brim with baffling booking, detrimental decision-making, and raw underground. So I gathered groups of unsuspecting victims and rejoiced in their incomprehension of this incomprehensible TV show. It was my form of retribution.
Whoa, what's going on here? Why are there sexy ladies? Bang, 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 bang. Why do they cut to the sexy ladies so much? Oh no, it's the strippers! Hey! Someone's gonna get sacked here.
Join me as we get to enjoy together the Raw where WWE lost its mind.